Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
How are you?
Perfect, and you?
Awesome.
Oh, all right, you are full of some awe.
That's where I was going. I'm really full of all, like you said several times.
Yes.
And I have a wonderful life. And I'm getting to the point where I want to thank you personally because in the last year you really helped me to bring to the conscious level all this awesomeness that I've been living all my life.
All right, it is our pleasure to reflect to you what you already knew.
So thank you very much. On the other hand, as I'm moving forward in a new chapter in my life,
This one or this one? Which is the other hand?
right, on my right.
All right, yes.
So, like I was saying, I'm moving into a new chapter in my life, and I'm seeing that I'm more willing to follow my joy again, and
Yes.
help people.
Oh, well, thank you.
Share what I've been shining.
Yes.
And I know there's a lot of people like me. So I want you to, if you were able to tell us, or give us some insight of what we can be doing just to share more of that light.
Already told you. I think many of you have difficulty understanding how simple the formula is and that there really is no need for any other formula. Act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability. Take it as far as you can without any expectation or assumption or assistance on the outcome. That is the entire formula. That's all you need to do. Because when you do that, what you begin to understand is this. Excitement is a complete kit, the driving engine and the organizing principle of your life. And if you follow the thread of excitement, the synchronicity in your life will unfold in such a manner as to allow you to keep increasing and expanding opportunities for excitement. They will keep coming into your life to act on higher, bigger, more exciting things. That really is as simple as the formula is. Now, if you wish to make it more complicated, if you wish to make it longer, I won't stop you. But the idea is it is that simple. So anytime you want to ask, what else can I do? What else can I do? What else can we do? Just go back to the simple formula, because that formula in and of itself will allow you to keep expanding for your entire life. And it really is that simple. Is it all right that it's that simple?
It's perfect. I'll stick to it then.
Thank you.
And the other question I have, this is more in the personal level. I
Yes.
have these recurrent dreams
Yes.
where I usually am with friends and I move things at will, let's say.
Yes.
So my friends laugh at me because I'm very clumsy the way I'm moving things around.
All right.
So it's just a symbolic dream that I have that I haven't been able
yes,
to.
but it's reflective of the idea that you are, in a sense, testing your limits, stretching your wings, learning to fly. May not be used to it at first, but that's all right. You'll adapt. You'll get used to the new frequency. You'll get used to the new energy, and you will ultimately discover that physical reality is very magical, that you are already moving everything around, in a sense, with your mind, with your consciousness, because really there is no physical reality apart from what you define it to be. So it's really not about the idea necessarily of having to do it the way it appeared in your dream, although that is possible. The idea is to get more in touch with the fact that, in a sense, that's what you're already doing, is moving things around by your beliefs, by your mind, by your consciousness, and that is how you experience physical reality at all. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you're becoming more aware of what you're already doing, rather than the idea of learning to express it necessarily in a different way. Although, again, that's possible. But it's not really about whether anything is possible, it's about whether it's relevant for your life. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Does that help you?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And you good day.
Okay, thank you. Since last month you were at Angel Valley and we did the contact meditation
Yes.
in the labyrinth, and
Yes.
you were sharing about I am here right now.
In the idea that everything exists here and now, and that is, in a sense, an invitation to begin experiencing your reality and interaction with us more in that style, more in that awareness.
Yes, You also mentioned about upheaval dome.
Yes.
And the connection.
Another strong vortex, yes.
Yeah, another a connection between upheaval dome and what you described as the Sedona vortex that's at Angel Valley.
Yes.
A lot has happened since, as we felt it.
Really?
Yeah.
What a shock.
It kind of confirmed that what happened was really momentous.
Oh, well, thank you.
And in addition to what, of course, you would say, go back to the simple formula of
Yes.
follow your excitement. And
Yes.
if there's any fears that come up this morning, you explained very clearly, how our any remainders of fears keep us at a lower frequency, so that
Yes.
you will not be able to contact directly.
Yes, you cannot experience what you are not the vibration of first.
Yes. Are there any further comments that you can give us?
Is this another variation of the last question we got asked? Is there anything else I need to know? Anything else we could do? I am sure there are many other things you could do, but the idea is that if you're following the formula of acting on your highest excitement, then you can rely on your own imagination, because it's keyed to your particular frequency, to provide you with any other particular permission slip that will work specifically better for you than anyone else. That's what your imagination is for. It's the conduit of communication between your physical and higher mind. So while acting on your excitement, if you ask for some specific other tool, technique, or ritual that you believe is necessary for you, let your imagination be your guide and provide you with the permission slip that you are attracted to that will work best for you. Yes?
Yes.
All right.
Is there also other ways that we can assist others who come to...
What are you looking to do? In what way do you wish to be of further assistance or additional assistance? What does your own excitement say? What does your own imagination say?
Basically, to encourage others to also contribute to this raising of the frequency which starts within themselves.
All right, well, then in whatever way, shape, or form you wish to go about that you believe is in alignment with your true self, go ahead. Who's stopping you?
Nobody.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
So does that answer your question? And again, I ask, is that too simple for you?
No, it's actually that simple.
All right. Did you not know this before you asked?
Yes, I did.
All right, so why did you ask?
I think the encouragement that you can give at times is helpful.
All right. We are always sending encouragement to all of you. Remember, we never stop broadcasting. It's only you that stop listening.
Right.
So if you choose to listen, you will always find our encouragement at hand. Yes?
Okay. Yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you.
Hola, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Good day. I was wondering about physical body pain.
Physical, body,
Pain and
pain, yes.
chronic
Yes.
pain for a long time. And
Yes. Well, again, to begin with, even though we understand that there can be physiological reasons for such things, even in the creation of a situation that would bring about a physiological reason for pain, still fundamentally, energetically speaking, usually, pain is the result of resisting the natural self.
is it, so I have been investigating in my beliefs to see where the root of the pain and the chronic pain.
Yes.
If the pain is still there, is it that I haven't got to the core belief of it?
Sometimes it depends on the reasons for why you might be creating that experience. Sometimes individuals will create painful experiences, not even necessarily because of something they need to learn, but of what it will do for other people they are interacting with in allowing them to be of assistance to you. It depends upon the reasons for why it was created. It can always be a learning tool for you, but it might also have a broader application for other people in your life as well. It depends. You have to take it on a case-by-case basis, as you say. But generally speaking, to answer your question more directly, in most cases of self-generated pain due to resistance of the natural self, if the pain persists, it is usually, not always, but usually an indication that you haven't yet, yes, arrived at the core fundamental belief.
And does the physical body has a different energy timing of healing, or like, sorry,
It can. Again,
like,
it depends upon the reasons for why the experience was created, and thus how you may be connecting that experience to the timing of other events in your life as to when would be the best time to serve everyone involved for the situation to change.
I have been exploring in it, and it resounded what you said at last, that I have seen core belief, but it has helped others.
All right.
For me to relate to them.
Then you see, that's another reason why you may be generating that, because if you've been taught to believe that you have to strongly identify with others in order to help them in certain circumstances, many people may take upon themselves the idea of discomfort and pain in order to have the knowledge and the experience they need to be able to relate to others and tell them what they need to do. Now, you can get to a point where you can realize that you don't necessarily need to do it that way, but that may be one reason why people do those things and take those things upon themselves, is so they can have the experience they need to help others. In a sense, it's not too dissimilar from the idea of what we always do when we contact another civilization. And that is, we usually have at least one incarnation in that civilization. We usually have at least one life that we live in that civilization so that we can relate to you. Otherwise, in a sense, we would be far too alien to each other if we didn't have those memories to rely on. So we put ourselves in situations, in a variety of situations, some of which may not always be what you would call pleasant, because it is important for us to understand the perspectives from which that civilization is coming and what they are experiencing in order for us to be able to communicate with them effectively.
And would it be at my decision or my call to say, I don't need this to relate to others, and I can keep
absolutely.
affecting on them or affecting them?
Yes, because again, the idea is that if you understand that you have chosen it simply because you may believe there is no other way to relate to them, but if you can allow your belief system to find another way to relate without necessarily inflicting the pain on yourself, then yes, of course, you can change it.
Okay.
Does that help you?
It does.
All right.
Thank you.
In your imagination, now, what other ways might you imagine you can learn to relate to people without necessarily experiencing it in a painful way?
I actually have been practicing.
At what? Piano?
In just shining.
Shining?
Shining meaning just being me, and it has been having an effect on people. And
is it lessening the pain?
Sorry?
Is the pain any less?
I don't know. It hangs there. That's why I'm in a point where I think I'm in the verge. No, how you say
on the verge.
On the verge of going beyond it. I'm on that thing that I think I have discovered a lot of things this year through pain and through how.
May I ask if there is some specific thing that is representative of your excitement that you are not doing? Some dream that you are not living that you would rather be living?
I think I'm walking it right now, finally. I'm feeling better with not caring about what other things of what I'm doing.
All right.
Because it doesn't match very well with modern society and stuff.
All right, well, very good. Then you may be on the road to healing yourself in that way.
I hope so.
You what?
I know so.
Thank you. Does that help you?
Yeah, everything you have said always helps me.
And?
Is it true in your kind, or I don't know how to express, but
on my world?
In your world, that the food that you eat...
We don't eat.
Well, not like the food that we eat.
We don't eat at all anymore.
No, but like meaning, I want to see... Okay, I will reformulate my question.
All right.
Does the the food vibrancy will affect your own vibration? Like if I eat more organic, healthy stuff that I know it
In
helps me?
general, yes, it is representative of the collective consciousness agreement that in some senses, the higher vibration of the nutrients you ingest, the more compatible it will be with your natural frequency. This is not necessarily absolutely true all the time for everyone. You have to pay attention to your body consciousness and allow yourself to know what your belief system is at any given moment and do the things that are truly representative of what will sustain you. At the same time, as a generalized truth, yes, you will find that the more you are in alignment with your true vibration, the less likely it will be that you will have the urge to eat things that are out of alignment with that frequency. And you can work it in the other direction if you wish, but there's no sense in forcing spirituality if that's not what your body consciousness is telling you that you need, because that would be an oxymoron.
Yeah, that haven't worked for me.
Yes, all right.
Forcing doesn't work.
But just pay attention to the idea of why it is you choose to eat what you eat. Because sometimes you may think you're acting on your excitement when in fact you may be fooling yourself and acting out of your anxiety and covering it up and pretending it's excitement so you don't have to look at it.
Yeah, I caught that one already.
All right, well, very good.
And my last question
Yes.
is about, does it ascension or changing from one dimension to another, or all this shift from 2012 on, and
Yes,
does
yes.
it have any effects on the physical body?
Of course it does.
Like,
But the idea, again, is to look at it from this perspective. You are shifting from parallel reality to parallel reality, from one version of Earth to another, literally billions of times per second.
yeah.
You never have the same body. You're shifting your consciousness into another body that is already more representative of the change you've made in your frequency of energy. So it's not like you're affecting the body you were in. You're not in that body anymore. Now you're looking through the eyes of another body that's simply more representative of the change you've made within yourself. So of course, that body is going to be different vibrationally. And so in a sense, from a linear space-time perspective, you could say, well, yes, I've affected the body. But it's not really what's mechanically happening, even though you can make it look like or experience it to be that way, as an experience. But just because you're having an experience doesn't mean that that's actually structurally what's happening. Make sense? Did you
Yeah.
understand that? Or was that a little confusing?
I did, but I could use some
All right.
reinforcement.
Do you understand the concept that you're actually always shifting
Yes.
from one parallel reality to another?
Yes, and I love that.
All right. Well, understand that when I say you're shifting, you're not taking your body with you. Your consciousness is your consciousness. And therefore, it appears in different bodies. Do you understand?
Yes,
Well, if it appears in another body, that body is not the body that was there a moment ago, yes?
yes.
So if you're appearing in a different body that's now more reflective of the vibrational change you've made in your consciousness, then that body is going to be more representative. It's going to be different than the last body, yes?
Shouldn't hurt less, though?
Say that again.
Shouldn't hurt less, though?
Should it hurt less?
Yeah, like...
It can, if that's more representative of the change you are making, yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
But again, drop the expectation.
Yeah.
Because if you're not really in touch precisely with why you've created the experience you have, you don't necessarily know exactly what the time frame is for when that experience ought to change to be of best service to you and everyone else. You can simply trust that it will change in whatever direction it needs to change if you have used up the reason that it was there to begin with. Because once you use up the reason for an experience, it doesn't stick around. The only things that stick around are the things you push away. When you use them, invite them in and say, I understand this is here for a reason, let me see what the reason is, and then you use it for the reason it is there, then it has no reason to continue to stick around. And it will change to something else. Yes?
Done deal.
Thank you.
I will close with my statement.
Yes.
I'm very grateful for you appearing in my life through YouTube, but you have helped me a lot in reminding my own wisdom and being okay with who I am. So thank you.
You are welcome.